Hey Spirit Tribe, Gigi here with Spirit Readings, and I'm so glad and so happy that you're able to join me here today, taking a look at the month of September for the general collective. This message is for each and every single one of us. Your individual signs are all up, so if you would like to go check those out, make sure you run the numbers up for a chance at a bonus in your next month's reading. So since this reading is for each and every single one of us, not everything may resonate, and that's okay. You know, you can set it to the side for someone else or for later even. You know, it may make more sense as events continue to unfold. Anything and everything is possible when we believe. So if it doesn't apply, you just go on ahead and you let her fly. No harm, no foul, no big deal. If you are new here, please keep in mind that I have had strokes, so that can really affect my memory. I can struggle to find my words or even get them out right. I do get tongue-tied. I also have tremors, which can make shuffling a bit of a challenge, especially when it feels like I'm being zapped in my hands. Whenever that happens, I tend to drop whatever I'm holding, cards included. I also have glaucoma, so sometimes I do have to bring the cards a little closer to my face so that I can see them properly. So just bear with me, you guys. You know, the messages get out the way that they are meant to eventually, right? Okay. Everything that you need to know about me, about this channel, especially if you would like to book a personal private reading, or if you would like to purchase something from my wish list, like a candle or a card deck, or something from my household, something for my fur babies, or if you would just like to make a donation, that can all be found in that description box down below, so make sure you check that out. So all right, September 2025 for the general collective, we're going to get a theme for this month. What is the theme for September? Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance, your wisdom, and your truth in all matters and in all things and in all ways and at all times. So we have the King of Swords coming up here for us. So Swords is air. Air is the power of the mind. So, you know, the king is grown. He's about leadership, foundation, structure, you know, things of that nature, building his empire, building his legacy to last. Hang on just a second. Petey, quit. Pete. Sorry. My dog decided, hey, let me chew on myself and itch myself. All right, so this king, you know, he could be a cerebral assassin pretty much if he wanted to be, but you know, he's calm and he's powerful, you know, in his ruling. He prefers tactical use of his intellect over the flamboyant displays of emotion. You know, he's in his head. He's stern, but he's just, he's truthful and decisive. So in his right hand, he holds a double-edged sword. I call that his sword of truth. You know, kind of like King Arthur removed the sword from the stone because he was chosen to do so. So this is your sword of truth. You know, you can cut through any lies, any BS, any deception with this sword, and it's double-edged. So his left hand, meanwhile, rests calmly upon his knee, and he has a ring of power and royalty. So, and look, he's got wings. So he's reminding you that he can fly above all of the crap, right? If he happens to not be embracing all the goodness about himself, you know, he can have a lack of righteousness, be a distrustful king, who uses his verbal skills, like I said, like a cerebral assassin, and intellect to manipulate others. So this is what we don't want to do. We don't want to put bad juju out into the environment, you know, because his desire for power turns him into an aggressive and ruthless leader, a tyrant pretty much, and that is something we definitely do not want. We, you know, lots of us already kind of feel like we got that already, right? All right, let's get an animal, a spirit animal oracle message here. Let's see who would like to be our spirit animal guide for this month of September and what their message is for us. All right, let's see. Being led. Okay, there's two of them. We have a number 7, be spirit. Sweet results await. Ooh, yes, you know, bees are hard working. They work together for the good of their hive. We also have a number 33, horse spirit. Freedom is yours. So, you know, don't do things dirty or underhanded, you know, or anything like that, you guys. Be on the up and up, I feel like, is very necessary here. So let's see what else this bee spirit has to say. Sweet results await. The message is that sweet rewards are on their way if you are willing to put your ego out of the way and immerse yourself in the connected energy of all things. Ooh, I like that. And then the number 33, horse spirit here. Freedom is yours. When horse spirit appears, you are gifted with the spirit of movement, you know, kind of like the 8 of Wands in my mind's eye showing up here. So once you put that momentum and, you know, you're not going to let anyone or anything get in your way or slow you down. They can try, but you're just going to run right over them. A spirit of movement and freedom. It is a time for travel and adventure, whether that means a trip somewhere or taking a different type of journey. One of freedom, one of choice. Ooh, okay. That sounds amazing. And hold on, I'm trying to, my kitty cat is like, here mama, let me help you. And she's actually getting in the way. But you know, hey, it is what it is, right? She's like, you better unhand me. She doesn't like being picked up, you know, or manhandled, as I call it. So, all right, the overall energy for this month of September for us. What do we got going on here? The overall energy. Ooh, we got instinct coming in. And look at the wolves there. You know, our own inner instincts here, you guys. So, all right. So, this is our 7th chakra, our crown chakra. Sorry, my cat's being crazy. Just knocked over a pile of my cards here, you know, because how dare they be in her way. All right, instinct, wolf of white light. To step into the light, we let go of all senses other than our pure instinct. When unfiltered, it guides us to the high ground and the help of our angels. This is a time to be the protector or to be protected. You will know which role you are in. You know, sometimes we are one or the other, or we could be both at times too, I think. So instinct, wolf of white light, there is a guide inside us. The legend, wolf climbs the treacherous rocks, his eyes always fixed on the high ground. During the time he prepared to be a guardian, his master trained him never to turn back. When we look behind, we sap the energy we are to use in the future. His master said, Wolf's defense is his instinct, and he senses danger. Hence, Wolf journeys on and does not look below for his enemies. He climbs unseen, for only those who seek a spirit guide can see him. Hold on, I gotta get a drink real quick. My throat and mouth was getting dry. Blah, blah, blah. The inspiration. Your instinct is finely tuned, so why doubt it? Your journey is guided, you know, your journey of freedom, you guys, getting back to your true authentic self, stepping into your true authentic power. Personal inquiry. How can I master letting go and move on? Do I trust my inner guidance? Key ideas, solitary journey. Spirit lies on the road ahead, led by spirit, following your instinct, following your gut, following your intuition. That King of Swords is the master of that. Key words, instinct, guides, and awakening. Ooh, okay. We are going to see what's going on in the love department for us this month of September. Now, this can include our friends, our family, our significant other, as well as ourselves, literally anywhere that we have love. All right, so we got two of them there that came out. So our first one says, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. That made me think of Bram Stoker's Dracula. I've crossed oceans of time to be with you. Ooh, love it. My beloved. Though we may be physically apart, spiritually, we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Absolutely nothing is missing. I love that. All right, let's see what's going on with our money, honey. I always like to know what's going on with mine. I'm always like, hey, yo, give me $1 million. You know, like, how nice would it be if you woke up tomorrow and there's just $1 million sitting in your account? I'd be like, yep, I manifested that. I sure did. Give me my dadgum money. All right, so we have the Fox. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Now, you have that business mindset. You're shrewd as a fox. That does not mean you have to be dirty in your dealings or underhanded in any way, because when you put that juju out there, boy, it comes back to you tenfold. I don't want that mess. We have the Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. A little more jingle in your pocket. We also have the Ant, work, achievement, and success. You know, the ant is small, but it is mighty. It knows how to work together with the rest of its colony, you know, in order to bring more money in, you guys, or the resources, you know, for ants. It's not money for ants. But, you know, for us, it's money. It's good things, right? And we have to just keep working at things, you know, come up with a plan, see what works, see what doesn't. If it doesn't work on the first try, that doesn't mean you give up. All right, let's see what's going on in life, and let's see how we can make the answer a little more simple for ourselves when it comes to life. Let's see. We got a number 49, detox, coming in. So, you know, detox can be more than just drugs or alcohol, right? It could be internet, it could be social media, it could be food, it could be sex, you know. The ego accumulates negativity and holds onto it for a long time. It settles into the mind and body as destructive patterns, attitudes, behaviors, habits, and feelings. So the more negativity you amass and absorb, the more difficult it is to sense or see the light of your spirit. It's time to detox from all of this negativity to clear the inner light and let it shine once again. Start by cleansing your body. Stop eating heavy food, sugar and white flour, or using alcohol, tobacco, and other known toxins for the next few days. These foods and substances tax your system and place a burden on you, dimming the light of your spirit. So let yourself, you know, the first few days, that's going to be rough. You know, your body's going to be like, what the hell, give me my poison, right? All right, let's see what is going on at work here for this month of September. Gonna get some affirmators at work. I love this deck. It can be a little snarky at times, and I'm here for it, you guys. I love it. All right. We have tolerance coming in. I observe the cast of colorful characters that a busy life presents, and I rewrite the role of the ones I need to. Anyone annoying becomes entertaining, and anyone intolerable becomes someone truly fascinating who belongs in either a museum or a science lab. Because seriously, what is actually going on there? So, you know, it's how you choose to look at things. It's what you tolerate. It's what you allow. But I also feel like these messages here in the money department also, you know, because when we work, we make money, right? So maybe for some, you may be going into business for yourself. Of course, that is not a message for everybody. If it is for you, you know it. Maybe September is the month you really break ground. You really get going. So give it time to work out, you guys. All right, let's get a message from Spirit with this 6th Sense Oracle. This is what our higher self wants us to know. And we have a number 40 for work coming in. So, all right, you better work. Cover girl, work it girl, give a twirl, do your thing on the runway. I don't know why, but that song just popped into my head. All right, work. Work should complement your personality and feed your soul. Do you yearn for something more fulfilling? What about that wonderful talent you put aside to earn a living? It's possible to earn your living by doing something that suits your personality. Being happy at work is more important than how much you make. Money tends to show up in magical ways when you do what you do best. Be open to opportunities to use your talents and follow your passion. Affirmation: I am happy with my work and receive excellent pay. Yes, one more time. I am happy with my work and receive excellent pay. Some good crystals are citrine, carnelian, selenite, and tiger's eye. Ooh, okay, you better work. All right, now we're gonna get a message from the universe. So the universe wants you to know that it has your back. So a message from the universe here. Oops. I choose to learn through love. Yes, pour a little more love into yourself, into other people, situations, and especially the future, because it is not yet written in stone. You can create whatever you want to, so you might as well paint yourself a masterpiece. All right, let's get a message from our angels. Maybe you have questions, and this is a way for your angels to get you answers, or just to get you a message that you might need for this month of September. We have ask for help from others. You know, I started hearing that song, Lean on Me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. All right, let's get a message from the moon. The moon is all about changes in our lives. You know, the moon herself goes through her changes, her cycles, her phases from new to full. She is beautiful, wonderful, and amazing in whatever phase she happens to be in, and so are you. So let's get a message from Mama Moon here for September for the collective. We have, it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. Ooh, okay, so lighten a fire under us with this Aries energy, because you know Aries is a fire sign. Earlier I said I felt Eight of Wands energy, so you know Aries is definitely a take action sign. So do your best and be happy with that. Avoid being brash right now. You need a 12-month plan. You know, up here I did tell you you need to come up with a plan. A new male is coming into your life. Now that can be in any area of your relationships. Attune to the moon. Don't even think about giving up. Yes, you guys, you are almost home. Your breakthrough is literally right around the corner. All right, let's get a chakra love mini deck message here for us for this month of September. Let's see what else Spirit wants us to know here. All right, we got a couple of them. Root chakra, snowflake obsidian for safety. In the hurricane of life, a strong foundation will keep you safe. And the King of Swords is building his empire. He is laying a strong and steady foundation. We also have throat chakra, lapis lazuli for expression. Express your true self. The world needs you. Yes, indeed. Speak your truth in love, you guys. And, you know, don't let anyone take a pin to your balloon. All right, let's get some daily healing mini deck messages here for us for this month of September. Let's see what else we need to know here. Okay, you are an I. Use this higher aspect of yourself to redeem your shadow aspects. So, you know, as we're working on healing and working with our shadow side, all right, take 5 or more minutes to concentrate on a divine feeling or a higher thought, doing your best to block out all other distractions. So, you know, you may have to get away from the crowds, get somewhere quiet where you can just woo-saw, you know, right on out the door with anything, you know, lies, BS, deception, anything that would distract you from having that connection with your higher self, with the ascended masters, you know, so you can get those downloads, you can get that information. Trust your intuition, you guys. It is not leading you astray. All right, let's get some fortune cookies for us for this month of September. Let's see what we need to know here when it comes to yummy, delicious fortune cookies. All right, we got sexuality coming out. Existing relationships could find a new passion and heighten sexual attraction. Opportunities for marriage and good family life are strong, but as single, beware of temptation that could lead to trouble. A child will also bring great joy. You know, maybe this is the month you find out you're pregnant, or you're going to give birth this month. That could be the case too. Communication. A reunion could bring love or a rekindling of friendships. A lucky win seems likely. So you know that Aries card did say a new male is coming your way. It could be a love match. It could be a deep friendship. So all right, you guys, these are our messages for September. I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, please drop me a comment down below. Let me know. Make sure you smash the heck out of that like button, that old thumbs up button down there. Hit it with a razzle dazzle. If you haven't already and you find you keep coming back here, please subscribe to the channel, you guys. That truly means so very much to me. I love growth. I love expansion. I love being able to interact with all of you. It really does bring a lot of joy into my life. You know, you are part of the teamwork that makes this dream work. I wouldn't be able to do it without all of you. So I really do love and appreciate each and every single one of us. So, you know, trust your instinct, you guys. Like, that is coming in. Choose love. Do not be afraid to ask for help or guidance when you need it. You may need to get you know, some detoxing done, whether it's in your body, your mind, your emotions, your spirit. You know, it's time to let go of the negativity of the things that no longer serve us. So it looks like it's going to be a pretty good month to me, though. Finding love or deepening a connection with someone, you know, whether you're getting married, getting engaged, committing, moving in together, having a child, finding out you're pregnant. You know, there are so many of us, so the possibilities are literally endless. Just keep putting your best foot forward. All right, Spirit Tribe, I want to say thank you, blessed be, namaste, and goodbye. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Goodbye.